Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay. So on the north side as the Orange Star Adder, we got SirLagalot89. So on the south side as a Blue Moon Sami, we've got Blonkers. This map is a 3-base map, 1 airport, 2 seaport, which there's a lot of shores, so it's technically 3 seaports, but still not likely a whole lot of ship movement. There's also a similar map in Days of Ruin's Tiny Wars as well, where it's similar, not very different though, but very similar. Both players do start off recon on this other airport, so there's a second airport you can always capture. We'll need to displace that recon with probably a battlecopter. Battleships can also work. Should you go for a battleship? No. I'm just saying you can. There's also a decent amount of mountains here. Yeah, it looks like the mountain pass here, here, and here means you have to use landers to move the ground units to the front line. I don't see any path for vehicles to get out of the island here. Sami's saving up her money. He's trying to just go for more infantry unit at the moment. Blah, cannot speak. Ad, of course, has gone for a tank, while Sami has gone for a recon to reconnoiter the area. Sami's now gone for a tank. Sami could run this infantry unit. Recon does good strike there. Does capture the comm tower down there. Does spot this infantry unit. And the tank is starting to push way forward. Going for the comm tower here. I wonder when people ever watch this video, then again, your message also covered up by my tails, but still, I wonder if anybody will wonder, what went on last match? That was gonna go strike there. Another pair of tanks. Here, a lot of captures going. Does take out the recon. Looks like it was knocked out by a artillery with a nice bit of spotting from the lander. So now this airport can be obtained. Sami's, of course, captured up this comm tower here. Adder's, of course, captured this back one here. Sami will capture this back one here next turn. Here's a good shot on the recon. I'm trying to keep an eye, and attacks before comm tower. Attacks before comm tower. Does capture comm tower now. Realizes his mistake a little bit too late. Lander's starting to run low on fuel. There's a seaport back here for resupply. Infantry, 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 and battlecopter. There's quite a bit of properties on this map. 36 is the capture victory limit. Sami could go for a property capture of a pretty nice, well-timed victory march. And I would recommend Adder to place something on top of the HQ eventually, just so to deny the, oh, Sami's infantry unit pops out of nowhere and captures the HQ in one turn problem. Double taps that infantry unit over here, denies the capture. Same to the 25,000, goes for a bomber, Sami bomber. He only has minus 10% firepower, which is not too terrible, like Jess. Sami's aircraft is still perfectly fine, and not to mention since he has 2 comm towers, they are above average, or above normal. Adder's now popped out his power, so +1 movement across the entire field. Recon spots, interrupts capture the comm tower, very nice. Which that would be Sammy's third. Oh wait, no, that's not interrupt. I forgot. This is Sami, and that would be Sammy's third comm tower. Sami having 3 comm towers is very dangerous. I think he did pop the power to do the interrupt, but it's Sami. It's hard to interrupt her. You have to put her health down to what? 3 health? Then it's, I guess, rounded up or down. I just can't remember at the moment. Either way, you're needing a lot more damage than 4. Bombers advancing. Landers down to 20 fuel. Stealth. Bomber and stealth. It's probably better just go for a second bomber, since fighters are likely to be deployed on out the counter of the bomber, and will also be a counter to the stealth. Out of curiosity, what is allowed on this map? Black bombs, of course, banned, but everything else is available, so you can always go for some pipe runners. But still, Sammy's stealth is probably just better just go for regular bomber, honestly, like I said. If the first aircraft was a stealth and then she goes to another stealth, that would be another matter. She also will need to get out APC to get that stealth resupply, and she has to go for it sooner rather than later. After all, you have to load it into a vehicle or a lander to get to the front line. You don't have to stealth this turn. Don't have to stealth the stealth this turn because of its high fuel consumption. Because right now it's at 54 fuel. I'm pretty sure it'll go down to 49 next turn. It gets even more fuel consumption. Battlecopter, triple infantry, no APC. Get some good strikes here on this tank. Get some good shot there on the battlecopter, but that battlecopter did defend itself. Battlecopter, and triple infantry. Yep, went down to 49 fuel. Now, oh, did not stealth again. That turn I probably would have said stealth. We have now Neotank, tank infantry. Needs a black boat or a lander, but either way, we do have a side slip. Battlecopter's pushing forward, get some shots over here. Though, if there's no anti-airs nearby, the stealth does not have to be stealthed. Bomber's still not spotted yet, so we'll get a good first strike. A number of battlecopters over here, so maybe the stealth should head over here for anti-air duties. Both these landers are back at harbor because low on fuel. Both have 12 fuel. It's that infantry unit. Tank interrupts capture. Battlecopter hits battlecopter. Bomber takes out tank. Do now have a victory march available. Interrupts the capture. Does camouflage there. Right now it's at 33 fuel. Does go for black bolt, so it will have resupply that way. Its arms has to reach up very high. Picks off some infantry units there. Picking off every infantry unit is important when fighting against Sami. Looks like a couple projects still despicably neutral, such as this one. There's another neutral one somewhere, because they both have even numbers captured. Ah, it's actually the airport down here. Fighters been pulled in field to counter the bomber. The stealth went from 33 fuel down to 25, so it does consume 8 fuel per turn. A lot. And will strike a battlecopter, knocking out one shot. How much damage does a fighter stealth does to a battlecopter? Granted, she does have 3 comm towers. With 3 comm towers, actually reliably one shots. Let's say if she had 2. Need a high luck roll. Of course, she didn't have her own minus 10%. 2 comm towers will be reliable for other COs. A lot of picks there. Goes for a power once again. Victory March is still primed. Could probably take a Black Bolt or T-Copter and start going around the flank to drop off a infantry unit over here. And there's actually a possibility where a Black Bolt would somehow get right here, drop off the infantry unit there, and has plenty of cover to go right there. Oh, we got a bomber here by Adder now. Does save the comm tower. This one has 8 catch progress remaining. Another... Oh! The plus 10% for defense from the power activation saved the battlecopter. Another bomber, double infantry, and another mech. I think this going for stealth is a bad call. I think it's too slow. Oh, it's doing some work now. She feels like she's starting to lose some ground. She has less properties captured than her opponent. Couple units got hit there. Fighter strikes the stealth, giving another for a side slip. And next turn, this comm tower will be captured, and this one as well, of course. Battlecopter strike, battlecopter. Battlecopter will take out that unit there. We do now have the Victory March available. Right now, she's at 25 properties. Let's see what she does. Gets trapped. Takes out the infantry unit there. One flip. Recon gets a shot there. Good shot there. Neotank takes out artillery. Another capture there. Black Boat needs to resupply that bomber. Now we've got a fighter here. Resupplies, drops off 2 infantry units. Infantry, recon, infantry. Looks like the fighter is spotted by the battlecopter, and the stealth does get shot down. That was pop a side slip. Nukes the Neo-Tank. And Sami still has all 3 comm towers. This one has 10 capture progress remaining. And does get joint captures, it's down to 9. Fighter, triple infantry. Get some damage on various units. Tank does strike tank. Battlecopter strikes battlecopter. Bomber still heading up north. Recon infantry drops on all. Takes out the pipe scene. Fighter takes out the battlecopter. Of course, the moving range is fighter, I believe. Yep. But she does go for a wingman for this fighter. Side slip's activated. Get some good shots. Both players have 26 properties at the moment. And now both players have 2 comm towers. Does get good traps there. Got bomber, infantry, recon, infantry. What if the fighter will go hit the 2-0 battlecopter, or will this fighter strike from here and then hit there? We'll need to scout up that woods first. Double time. We do have a double time. Fighter does not take out the fighter. Mech is a good shot on the infantry unit there. Interrupts the capture. Nukes the anti-air. Does not take it out though. Anti-air, infantry, and battlecopter. Right now, side slips up to 36,000. Double times at 37. Sami has not pulled out many. Pulled out 1 2 power, now 1 power. Hits the bomber up north. Another fighter, recon, infantry. Interrupts the capture even further on that column tower. Does get trapped there a little bit. Takes off all the battlecopters, leaving infantry in this area, so recon's all she needs. Not to mention she could use a recon too, just to reconnoiter the area. Interior heading up north, battlecopter, infantry, mech, infantry, and battlecopter. Answer 158 versus 164, 28 versus 24, so Sami's losing the capture department, and just lost more properties down now. 31 versus 21, this is getting pretty massive. It's supposed to be Sami's wheelhouse of capturing, but that's simply not the case so far this game. Battlecopter, infantry, recon. Does strike the medium tank twice. Get some various infantry units there. Spots the bomber. The anti-air can strike that bomber. Does get trapped there once again. Battlecopter, infantry. Battlecopter, infantry. This is Sami designed for full battlecopters. Good round with the bomber. Infantry, and Neo tank. 3 health fighter takes out 1 health fighter. Full health fighter on full health fighter. We do have now another victory march available. She needs that. She really needs to catch a lot of project. 32,000 versus 20,000. That is getting critical. Not to mention, Adams needs to capture 4 more properties and he wins the game. And there is a couple properties nearby where he's at right now. That is very feasible for him to get a capture victory at the current rate. Another side slip. No side winders this game. And looks like Adams winning the air supremacy fight. He's even just parking infantry units on top of the cities. Means Sami's going to run straight into them with her victory march. There's a good strike there. Mech gets a good strike on the recon. Unless she just goes ahead and resigns there. This is AngradeVT saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.